Hex, Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Richard Heart. Nowadays, people who talk and know about the crypto world must know about Richard Heart and his organization Hex, Pulsechain, and Pulsex. But many people don't know in detail about him or his organization. So in this video, you came to know about Hex, Pulsechain, and Pulsex, and Richard Heart in detail. Welcome to the crypto world. In this video, we learn about Hex, Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Richard Heart. Who is Richard Heart? Richard Heart is one of the pioneers who seek to make changes in the game of the crypto world. Richard is the founder of Hex. It is a unique and revolutionary cryptocurrency. People discussed Richard Hart's projects a lot, but many people really have not talked about who he is as a person in a good manner. People judge him a lot and consider him as a controversial person. People have different and extreme viewpoints about him. Some people hate him with their being, and some people adore him. Then the big question arises, who is Richard Heart? Why is he controversial? Or why does some people hate him whether some people adore him? And that has made telling about the person of Richard Heart. This video is all about who he really is. It's hard to let you know about Richard Heart in a well-concise form because he's a personality you don't know where to start telling about him. But if you are to describe Richard Heart in one sentence, I think the best phrase that can suit him is a genius in crypto space, and just like his name, has a heart of gold. In this video, you will know about his early life and education, career, personal life, projects, and his achievements. He was born on October 9, 1979, according to Wikipedia. He is an author, YouTuber, philanthropist, and founder of Hex. Hex is considered as the world's first high-interest blockchain certificate of deposit and Pulsechain network. He also recently made Pulsex, a decentralized exchange that is similar to Uniswap on the 20 Costa Rican colons network. Via the Pulsechain network, Heart is raising over $27 million for medical research, and he is best known for it. Richard Heart has achieved recognition for providing his expert advice to the viewers, helping them from falling for scams in the crypto industry. He is the author of a personal development book called SciVive. He is also a well-known keynote speaker and is often seen on several talk shows, podcasts, and video interviews sharing his expert suggestions on the topics of cryptocurrency, entrepreneurship, marketing, and finance. Richard Heart has been featured in various media outlets including CNBC, Forbes, Business Insider, Kitco, Economic Times, Cointelegraph, and others. To those who don't know Richard Heart, may believe what haters of Hex might have said of he being a scammer, proud and arrogant, but all those claims are not true because Richard has personally asked his interviewer and the general public to show him whoever has scammed, but no one has ever come out to say Richard Heart scammed me. Early life and education. Heart began reading when he was 3 years old. He was pulled out after 2 days of attending the elementary school, then enrolled into a gifted school for advanced learning. For his middle school, he enrolled in an advanced middle school program inaugurated by an MIT alumnus in Davie, Florida called MEGSSS Math Education for Gifted Secondary School Students. During that time, amongst other advanced topics, he learned syllogistic inference, modus ponens, modus tollens. In MEGSSS, he was also taught the most powerful programming language in the world, scheme programming. Career. Heart started his career at a very early age. The early entrepreneurial kickstart permitted him to explore more business choices, which resulted in a shopping cart platform and an air conditioner business, to name a few. He also did a job as a newspaper salesman for a short time. That job was a learning experience for him. Later, Heart also built a mortgage company. He was conducting pay-per-click management (PPC) and working on search engine optimization SEO. That was one of the most successful companies that he operated. Under the authorization of Heart, that company made profits of $60 million per year. After retiring, Heart came across Bitcoin via Reddit. That motivated him to share his experience and expertise. And for that, he created Hex, the first blockchain certificate of deposit. Since its inception, Hex has achieved recognition for legalizing the time value of money in a unique way that is customer-centric. Later, Heart, following his generous ideas, founded Pulsechain. This company aims at raising money to support medical research. Since its establishment, Pulsechain has been SENS.org medical research organization and has even raised $27 million for them. Apart from that, Hart published a book called SciVive in 2018 as a personal development book. Personal life. Hart was really loved by his parents. He was given a very good foundation and platform which led to fast development, his success. The support he got from his parents established a winning attitude in him. Many people can see Richard as a controversial individual. Also, they judged him by seeing his high living, by acquiring wristwatches, bags, and rings, and how his YouTube studio has been set up. He has a posh lifestyle, but people cannot ignore how much he loves helping people and his commitment to his work. Richard Hart projects. At present, he has 3 projects: Hex, Pulsechain, and Pulsex. 1. Hex. Hex was launched on the Ethereum network in 2019 and is a cryptocurrency token. Hex is the first blockchain certificate of deposit. Investors who lock up or stake their holdings for a bunch of time rewards them. The staking period can be 1 to 5,555 days. The yield that results to the stakers comes from the token's inflation timing and from penalties that they incur as a result of terminating a stake prematurely. As of the time of now, Hex stackers average around 40% annual yield, meaning that their bags increase in size by 40% more Hex each year, and that's not including the enormous price rises in USD terms. Hex is now considered one of the best cryptocurrencies that have ever been established in the history of this world. Hex did 10,000x in the space of 2 years. This means in the space of 2 years, it did 1,000,000% price appreciation without any formation of washed rating or manipulation of price. There is also interesting information about Hex is that it has produced the highest amount of millionaires in the little space in the cryptocurrency space. 2. Pulsechain. Pulsechain is an Ethereum hard fork. It will copy the entire 20 Emirates dirhams blockchain, and with speedy transaction times and lower cost, it will transform it into a proof of stake blockchain. The coming of the Pulsechain will lead to the copying of the full system state of 20 Emirates dirhams to the Pulsechain in the ratio of 1:1. This brings about the biggest airdrop in the crypto space. In Pulsechain, there is a token burning mechanism built into the Pulsechain contract, making it inflationary. That means it is built to increase in value as tokens will be erased from its supply over the period of time. This makes Pulsechain a unique opportunity, as it hasn't gone live yet, so we have the time to prepare. 3. Pulsex. As Pulsex is a decentralized exchange DEX, it enables you to interchange tokens on the 20 Costa Rican colons network called Pulsechain for one another. For instance, you could exchange Pulsechain native token PLS for Pulsex token PLSX. Simply, it works like Uniswap on Ethereum. Pulsex is a DEX such as Uniswap, SushiSwap, and PancakeSwap. Pulsex PLSX is the newest addition to the Richard Hart ecosystem. Pulsex is likely to do 10,000x in the space of 5 years also. Achievements of Richard Hart. Those who met or listened to Richard knows how brilliant understanding he has and that he is a force for good in this world. He makes free videos, free chat rooms, free coins, and free SciVive personal development books. He suggests people stop drinking, smoking, gaming, and gambling and invest in medical research. One of his biggest achievements is making life easier and better for individuals who have never dreamed of having the amount of money they earn through Hex. This may sound unbelievable, but it's happening. For Richard Hart, even in the abundance of what he has, helping people to have a better life is an achievement. He promotes medical research, raises funds for it. To mint a huge number of dollars of free money exclusively, he has helped crypto investors by founding Hex that holders of over 300,000 BTC minted for free. Hart also helped people in cryptocurrency by giving the opportunity to take control of their own keys, so that exchanges can't steal them and use decentralized exchanges that erase counterparty risk instead. To keep people's money safe, he helped them to suggest and make them understand to use software that's been audited for security. There are many debates about Richard Hart, Hex, Pulsechain, and Pulsex. Some people like him or dislike him, but we can't ignore his contribution to the crypto world. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and turn on bell button.